Jimmy! Last day of the trip. Leaving Wagga. Weird and wonderful things are happening. Leaving Wagga, last day of the trip. We went from Melbourne to Cairns. I had a lot of problems on the way up. The first day I went to Cowra. Pouring down rain. Like it was raining like you will not believe. Got to the motel. The next day I wanted to go to Bathurst and have a quick look at Bathurst and ride Mount Panorama. But it was coming down that bad, it was not a joke. Anyway, I miscalculated the which way I'm going to go, and I ended up going through the snowy mountains to Newcastle. Well, was that a disaster? Black ice everywhere. I've got some footage which I've put up earlier on, but my goodness me. It was it took me 3.5 hours to do 120 k's, which put me right back on right backwards. Managed to get to Newcastle. Had a pretty good night in Newcastle, dried everything out. Then started heading for Tweed Heads. Tweed Heads was a great ride, fantastic. Left Tweed Heads the next day. Going through Gympie, I hit a massive rock in the middle of the road at 80 kilometres an hour. Bike got launched to the other side. There was no oncoming traffic, which I was very damn well lucky. It put the whole head stem bearing right out. Like, I mean, I've never seen a head stem bearing so badly placed out, and I rolled the front rim. Well, mind you, I managed to get it to Rockhampton. The tyre wasn't losing any air, but I managed to get it to Rockhampton. The next day I got up early, waited for Sydney Tools to open, and managed to get enough tools to readjust the bearing itself, and now it's perfect. I thought that was about it really. When I got to in Gympie, I thought that was it. It's a tow truck job. The whole trip's down the toilet, all the money. Wife's ending up in Cairns, but we did it. We managed to get there, and we've had a really great time. Now I'm on the way home. But gee, the roads are really bad in Wagga. Anyway, that's enough about my experience. We'll see it all on YouTube. My trip. We'll do a review on the Michelin Road GT6s. Excellent tyre. They are right down to the knob now, because I use those to go to. I use those as well to go to Perth and back. I think the front's going to have 20,000 on it, and the rear's going to have 15,000, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to do a bit of a review when I get home today about how the bike ran. 5 degrees, I have no problem at all. I have my Venturi heated, Zarco Venturi heated gloves on, electric, so I've got 24 hours power. I've got my jacket on, my electric jacket, my Venturi Zarco jacket, which is nice and toasty. Everyone looks at me and goes, mate, how you going out there? You must be frozen. I go, I'm not frozen, mate. Like, I've got it on high now, and which I've got to put it on low. Seriously, it's 5 degrees out there. The Venturi jacket is one of the best bit of kits I've ever bought for winter riding. You can't go wrong with it. The FJR, touch wood, so far I'm not home yet, but she's bulletproof. Seriously bulletproof motorcycle. I'm not doing anything until September now, so what I'm going to do is pull her down again, get the head stem bearing out and make sure there hasn't been any damage done to it. Any real serious damage under there. Look, I don't think so. She's riding really well. She's steering straight. She's steering really well. Geez, a lot of fog. And these roads here are terrible leading into Wagga. I'll be right when I get out onto the Hume Highway. I should have left a little bit later, but hey, it's over. which I'm not very happy about, to tell the truth. But anyway, what can you do? I should have completed 7,550 Ks in 10 days of riding. Cairns was raining like you will not believe. Monday, Sunday night when I got there, Monday, Tuesday and halfway through Wednesday, so we decided to hire a car instead of using the bike to go to Port Douglas, which I'm pretty upset about because I wanted to get some footage of riding at Port Douglas, but we are going back again. I'm going to be planning a really big one from Melbourne to Darwin, Uluru, the whole lot. Then I want to hook around from Uluru back to Cairns and stay there, and then follow it back down the middle of it this time. The reason why I stayed to Major Roads is because I'm worried about my tyres. They're not doing too good. I think I've got a little slight nail in one of them, like a really pinprick type, 2 pinprick type nails in the rear. I was going to pull them out yesterday and do the tyre repair kit on it, and I thought, listen, they haven't lost any air. I'm running 43 on the back, and I'm running 39.5 on the front. But it is wet, the road's slippery, misty, cold. Should have waited, but got no one behind me. Okay, got me Dainese gear on, nice and toasty. My Venturi boots, they're nice, and yeah, that's about it really. We're heading for Melbourne. We're going to do good 2.5 hours solid. See how far that gets us. But I'd like to pull up at Holbrook first, or 2.5 hours, whichever. But the bike's run really well on fuel economy. It was doing 4.8 litres per 100. Had a massive headwind yesterday going through Sydney all the way down to Canberra. No, yes, sorry. The bike went to 6.7 litres per 100. But I found this trip very expensive. Like all the service stations were very expensive this time around, all the drinks, and the fuel was pretty good, $1.78 on average for 98. Some places only had 91. Yeah, but the bike, excellent. Again, back to the bike. She's done really, really well for me. I'm going to do an appraisal of it when I get back. Also, I really want to pull it down. Like, you know, the clutch out, everything off it. I want to put a new cable in it. Not that anything's wrong with the cable, but it concerns me, you know what I mean? Because that day in Gympie, when I hit that rock, I thought it was over. Like, I thought it was really over. There goes the whole trip, the money, everything. What am I going to do with the bike? I would have had to take it to Yamaha, leave it there, and find my way somehow to Cairns, which I would have had to hire a car, and they ain't cheap, believe me. What I did was in Cairns, the wife, we walked across the road from the hotel we were staying at, the Queen's Court Cairns Hotel, very nice, and hired a rental bomb. Now she got a Mitsubishi station wagon for $100 including insurance for 3 days. So listen, you know, if you get stuck like we did with a busted up bike, she was a bit scared to ride, and it was raining anyway. Look into consideration, you know, rent a bomb. Mate, that car was really, really good. You know, no complaints about it. I had no complaints about that car. Down here, a bit of a dirt road here. Well, when I did Perth, it went without incident, no drama at all. think this road goes for 24 k's, and then we hit the Hume. A lot of traffic yesterday, plus all my memory cards were full. I didn't buy another one, but I've got a spare one now. Yeah, well, I sit back and enjoy the rest of the ride. How sad. I only have about 400 k's left, and we're home, which I have a lot to do when we get home. 3 degrees. I've got the gloves on high, the jacket's on medium. I think it's on medium. Could be on low. I've got to look down to see, but let's play around with the knob on it. There's a knob down there. There's a button. Press it once. That's low. Oh yeah, that's high. That's too hot. Okay, I'm travelling along at 80 kilometres an hour. It's 3 degrees, and on high it's too hot. Alright, let's go to medium. Beautiful. So yeah, buy the Venturi Zarco electric heated jacket. You can't go wrong. The Quantic helmet went really, really well. I'm not happy with this helmet in the rain. I don't know. I was more happy with my GT Air 1 in the rain than I am with this helmet. But it's the way it goes. And yeah, look at the windscreen. Missed it. Oh look, we're clearing it. I think we're in a valley down here in Wagga. It's going to be a nice day. Or what I mean by a nice day, it's going to be 14 degrees and sunshine, which I'm kind of glad, because these tyres are down to the button, like really, literally down to the button. And those 2 little nails I've got in there, I've got about a mil before I start rubbing on them. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to riding now. Give a look at Holbrook, the submarine. Yeah, there's a town called Holbrook, and it's named after the submarine. And the commander Holbrook was a submarine from World War I. So, oh, beautiful! Look at this. Done. All right, guys, I'll let you go. I'll give you a real good review on the motorcycle when we get back. It was pouring down rain when I was doing the headstem bearing, so I couldn't. We had raincoats on. I had a raincoat on. The wife had a raincoat on and a hat, so we really couldn't do a quick review on it. But I'll put something on when I pull the bike down. I'll do a bit of a review about that later on down the track when I get home. Alright guys, cheers. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. And away we go.